I think we've established now that Guantanamo School of Medicine is not a retro act. Sure, there's a little bit of Dead Kennedys in the set, but I haven't forgotten how to write that stuff. I wrote most of Dead Kennedys' music too, so you know, when people get that this is going to be new songs, next generation, they're open to it instead of just wanting to be spoon-fed songs they already know. And people in Chicago were even thanking me for playing yet another set of stuff unknown to them, because we're playing a lot off the new album, White People and the Damage Done, which I was hoping it would be out by now, but it would help if I finished it first. Because Shockupy was kind of time sensitive, even though in one way I was late in the game to get an Occupy movement song out and I wanted it up as soon as possible, so up online it goes immediately. But then the emails started coming in from, you know, in the trenches occupiers who are still working on this saying thank you so much for the song. You know, that whole line about flush the burnout, take time away, come back strong meant so much, and, you know, I feel a new boost of energy, thank you very much. I mean, that's what makes it worthwhile.
This toys by mail, think I use the one. Found a quicker way to other boys and girls. Let's call them pants for he that loves beyond. Strike and shopping, make my day. Okay! Looking to run. Get me convenience or get me dead.
Oh, hey, I'll plug my own label for what's influencing me lately. How's that? Yeah, we've been doing stuff with Subhumans Canada, which is good or better than anything they recorded back in the day. We've done a double album of Voivod demos before they signed to Metal Blade, so they're kind of two mics hanging in a practice room and, you know, ferocious kids stuck in a mining town 100 miles or more north of Montreal, and so it's a different kind of energy than the studio album. It's kind of like what they might have sounded like if they were on Profane Existence or even Alternative Tentacles or something. You know, most of the first album, most of War and Pain, some of Roar, and some other stuff that isn't on either one. And Dead Ending, new project involving Vic Bondi of Articles of Faith, and one of the people from Rise Against and one of the people from Alkaline Trio helping him out. And we did the new Unsane album too. And of course, let's not forget a growing presence of Canada known as Slim Cessna's Auto Club. There's always way more I'd like to release on Alternative Tentacles than we ever have room for. And that hasn't changed. I mean, the only reason we got to put out Sex Mad with No Means No and then all that later stuff was we just happened to have money we weren't expecting to have, and then they sent in this kick-ass recording that finally did them justice, and so thought, hell yeah, let's do it. Sometimes it's just the luck of the draw. It helps if they're really, really good and fierce live and really good songs, something a little different about them that doesn't sound like a million other bands. And it helps if they're a little demented, too. Punk to me was always something new back in the day when every band was supposed to not sound alike. So kind of trying to widen the base of the pyramid and keep moving, because otherwise I get kind of bored.
My stereo's so loud and big. Nothing anywhere for me to sit. I make them four and available all the three. Take the carpooling and pass no free.
After Green Day got so big, and, you know, then Offspring and Rancid and everything else, there was a huge backlash in the San Francisco Bay Area. And I kept telling people, look, don't worry about good fucking Charlotte. Nobody says you have to listen to them. Nobody says you have to watch MTV. Remember MTV Get Off the Air? Get it out of your living room and turn the TV off and go make something, make some noise, you know? Go find local bands that appeal more to your ears and sensibility and support them, because they're the ones who need the support, and don't worry about other areas going stale. I mean, it's been easy for me because I kind of consciously unplugged from commercial pop culture when I was about 13. You know, so much of it was so stupid and wasn't what I liked. Why should I even pay attention to it?
I'm protected, please protect it through myself.